Oh. Dun-dun-dun.
What up?
What up, bro? Um,
How we doing?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. Getting up, getting motivated,
Oh yeah, bro.
sir.
Yeah, man, gotta keep that fucking finger on the trigger.
Ah, shit.
Uh, yeah, man.
How we feeling?
Good. Working on this. The
All right.
future we must choose.
We got a little chat GPT right there.
Yeah, I got some ChatGPT going in it,
Okay.
but uh, but
How about
I wrote a great deal, and then I threw it into ChatGPT. And I've actually been writing a shitload over the years. So I just had to
oh,
really copy and paste a bunch of stuff in there and have it make some changes. And now I'm going over it to make my own changes again to make sure it's all right. And
how if we threw into your chat GPT something like what is the symbolism of walking up a mountain to the same steps that we have to take in life?
you want to do it or you want me to do it?
Yeah, I was one. Yeah, you do it, man. I'm not in
Okay.
front of the keyboard at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What
The
you wait,
symbolism,
wait
the
the
symbolism of
significance of
walking up a
oh,
significance or symbolism of walking up a mountain as the same steps that we take in life. Rewrite that shit. Or should it be the significance of walking up as the stages in life we walk through?
right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I typed it. I said write a significant symbolic piece on walking up a mountain and the steps we take in life. It says,
There you go.
yeah, the mountain of life. Each of us stands at the base of a mountain the day we are born. Its peak is hidden in the clouds, its slopes uncharted, its trails both welcoming and unforgiving. Some glance at the height and some glance at the height and are paralyzed by the distance. Others take the first step, not knowing where the path will lead, but knowing that motion itself is life. Hooah. The journey is the destination. Dude, this thing writes as if it's like craving the ability to do the hike, isn't it? Interesting. The first steps are small, wobbly, uncertain.
It's like it's trying to do the high level work. It's just like you're trying to help you with the high level work, right? The
Yeah,
formulation
no,
of the
yeah,
idea,
exactly.
that the seed becomes a thought, and then you write an international bestseller.
Cool. Yeah, because it almost seems like it's salivating at the poor AI. It can't take the hike. It can only just tell us about the hike. What the
Hey, I'll take you with me.
yeah, straight up.
We
Come
gotta
on.
board that when he wants to be one of us. Yes, that's
Cool.
funny, man. You
It says the first steps are small, wobbly, uncertain, yet they matter most. Oh shit. Each stone beneath our feet represents choice, a choice to rise, to move forward, to seek the summit rather than remain in the valley of comfort. And with each
that's a good
step,
one. The Valley of Comfort. The
yeah,
Valley of Comfort.
to seek the summit rather than to remain in the valley of comfort. It really is a valley too, isn't it? Good morning, bro.
There
Morning.
he is, Pastor Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
And with
Buenos dias,
each
sir.
4:30 in the morning here. What time is it for you guys?
Ooh, 6:30.
5:30 or no 7:30.
Nice.
7:30.
Yeah, dude,
How
I'm
the hell you
fucking
an hour farther than East Coast time? Wow.
yeah. Yeah, I'm on like the northern tip, or no, excuse me, the eastern tip of
Brazil.
South America. Well, no, actually, not anymore. I guess I'm even in. I think I was 2 hours ahead of you guys before. I don't know, man. I'm jumping time zones too often. Really try to keep track. I just, yeah, we're losing our navigational ability. Good morning, that guy.
Morning,
What's
morning,
up?
guys.
What's up?
Not too much.
Well,
Just enjoying
Hey, Fran.
the quiet morning here with you guys. It's kind of nice,
All right.
as always.
I think Brandon was talking about the mountain of life.
The what?
The
well,
mountain of
I'm just
life.
reading. I'm reading Everett's ChatGPT inquiry. Yeah.
There
Nice.
we go.
Yeah, dude, it is so true, bro. Yeah, it just you can't outright this thing, and it goes to these depths of
It's a pretty cool
anyway.
tool.
Yeah, it says with each step, the mountain whispers its lesson. Progress is not speed but direction. There will be stretches of soft earth where the walk feels easy and we believe we are invincible. Oh, don't do that shit, right? There will be cliffs where the air thins and every breath is a battle. And you're scraping with fear. There will be storms that force us to cling to the rock face and days when the sun blesses us with light, reminding us why we climb. Every scar from a fall is not a mark of failure, but of courage, proof that you chose ascent over surrender. Ooh, more challenge, more strength. And every plateau reached is not the end, but a pause, a place to look back, to honor the distance traveled, and to gather strength for what lies ahead. Dude, this thing is radically fucking intuitive, being that it can't take the walk itself, right?
It is, isn't it?
Shit. The mountain teaches us patience, it teaches us resilience, it teaches us that the summit is not simply a destination, but a mirror. For when we finally break through the clouds and stand where the air is thin and pure, we do not only see the horizon, we see who we have become by taking the steps that brought us there. Life's mountain is not conquered, it is walked step by step with reverence. Isn't that a huge point?
That's a good
Life's
title. Step by step with reverence.
fucking A, dude. All right, I will
I like
copy
that.
this into Epic Dawn, actually. And in walking it, we discover that the summit has always been inside us. This peak is not the stone above, but the spirit within. Holy fuck.
Things giving us nuggets.
Wow. Dude, I didn't even, I think that might be the first time I've ever entered anything just abstract like that into this and asked it to do that. And holy,
Pretty good, huh?
what do you think?
I think so. I think I got a couple nuggets out of there.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah, I'm definitely
Oh,
open.
oh. So Bree, where you at, man? You're in Brazil?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm in Florianopolis. Florianopolis.
Florianopolis.
Just below Sao Paulo, where you were at.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
Wow.
yeah, I remember everything.
Beautiful.
No,
Did you go to Rio at all? Or no?
no, I was thinking about hopping over there spending a week on the way back because I'll have to lay over there anyway, probably.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't know though. I'm
Or you go to Sao Paulo, I believe. Sao Paulo gets you anywhere in the United States or in South America.
What do you think? Sao Paulo or Rio de Janeiro?
I think you probably get the cheapest flights out of Sao Paulo.
Yeah, but what do you think's more worth seeing?
Well, I've only been to Rio, so I don't know about Sao Paulo. I understand it's a very big city,
Oh, I
and it
thought you
offers.
said you spent your time in Sao Paulo.
No, I spent my time all in Rio.
Oh,
I
okay.
enjoyed Rio. Uh, the Cristo's cool. It's a hell of a hike to the top.
Okay.
There's um, no getting up to the top any other way. Um,
Shouldn't be.
Copacabana and Ipanema Beach is pretty cool.
Okay.
But my concern for you might be, unless you're with people, that there's a lot of tourists, right? As long as they don't see you as a tourist, fine.
Huh.
So,
Wait. What? Re-explain that.
no, it's just I mean, you're used to it, man. You're in Latin America on your own, so it's just a little dangerous down there at times, right?
Yeah.
Good morning, Nate.
Yo, Nate, what's up, man?
Oh, hey, bro.
I
Cool
don't
that you jumped in.
What's going on?
How are
Nice
you
to
guys?
meet you.
We're doing good, man. Doing good. How are you?
It's been rough.
Considering, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I can imagine, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for hopping
You-
on.
No worries. Hey, it's weird. It's weird being me instead of Aaron, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of representing now
Yeah,
a
man.
little bit, right?
Absolutely.
I'm
Yep.
sure he'd be happy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's difficult. His family's pretty pissed at me right now. Mainly because Aaron had a daughter, and he considered the mother the Antichrist. And when this all happened, I was like, someone's got to contact his daughter, like the
Yeah.
mother, unfortunately, has to be the one to hear it first, then the daughter. And so I tracked her down, and I told her, and, she had to tell the daughter. And the daughter obviously was really upset, and she really wanted to have access to his things and grieve and all this other stuff. She's only like 14 years old. And yeah, so so they were all pissed at me because, they consider the mother of his daughter the Antichrist. And so yeah, they're all mad at me right now. But I feel like I did the right thing by Aaron, I feel like he told me, he's like, I want my daughter to have all my things and don't let my family have access to my things before her. So I know I did what he wanted me to do, but
Yeah.
everyone's kind of mad at me.
Yeah. Maybe that whole being mad thing runs in the family or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Being angry.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I get their point of view, but yet, she should know, right?
She
So
needs to know. She
No,
definitely needs to know.
good job doing what he wanted you to do. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, he also spoke with me a lot about his relationship with them, and I know you did the right thing.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah,
And that lady is the Antichrist too, though.
yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, I know. And it's weird, working with someone that's considered in his mind like the enemy, but at the same time, like he considered his family the enemy sometimes too. But
Yeah.
off and on. But yeah.
you're right.
So but I know he definitely didn't consider his daughter the enemy, So it's just like, okay.
Man,
How do we?
every single meeting he said, I just want to do this excellent job at this thing for her.
Absolutely, yeah, yep. He had post-it notes everywhere when he died, like, and had his daughter's name on them and why he was doing everything he was doing.
Right,
And
right. Okay.
That was his objective in life, to leave a legacy for his daughter over and over again.
So do we know exactly what happened?
We don't. So I'll tell you like kind of what went down. Um, it's weird because like he landscaped with me. In the spring, he got Lyme disease and all these other
Oh
things, and
yeah, right.
started focusing on his relationship with this girl that he was living with. That I actually moved out of where we were living so they could kind of like have their space because it's a small house and all that. And so he lived with this girl Liz, and she was in recovery herself. She had a lot of crazy shit happen to her. She got addicted to this drug trank. It's a miracle she made it out
Right.
alive.
Wow.
And he was trying to like focus on helping her. Had a few setbacks himself while trying to help her. Some relapses, things like that. In his final months, he was kind of like he kind of had a manic thing going on,
Mm.
and his families even reached out to me. They're like, "Well, we think Aaron's manic. Can you help us?" I'm like, "All I can do is check in with him every day." He was missing work a lot with me, and he definitely was manic. He was just kind of like all over the place. I even had gotten a tiff with him at one point, and we recovered after a couple of days. Anytime we had a disagreement, it didn't last very long. But yeah, so he was just kind of all over the place. He even said he was like on Mastermind with you guys, and he said he was like yelling and screaming, and yeah, that you just gotta like first of all sober up. Secondly, just calm down. Like just stay focused here. But I knew I could only give him advice. He didn't have to take it, and
Yep.
he would always agree with me in the end. Like yeah, things are out of control. I just gotta rein it in. And so he knew he was doing stupid things. He's like, yeah, man, I was driving down the road screaming out the window, fuck God and fuck all this. And I'm like, dude, you live in like a really nice community here. Like someone doing that is gonna get you're gonna get the cops called on you. Something stupid's gonna happen. So I was with one of my other workers driving right by his place. I was even gonna pick up, I still had things in that place, and occasionally I was just redoing my daughter's room, and I wanted to grab something from there. They're like, "Oh, we'll do this lawn, and then I'll pick up the table that's in there." And as we were coming closer, we saw lights, like police lights, and got even closer and looked like a town vehicle. Like, oh, maybe it's just doing road work, because some bad feeling came over me right then. And then we got closer, and I saw there's an ambulance in the driveway, and police cars, and a town vehicle. And I was like, oh, at first I was like, oh no, what did he do? Like I said, he was acting crazy. So I thought maybe the police were called on him for some reason. So then I called his sister, who started freaking out and saying, "Is he alive? Is he alive?" And I'm like, "Oh God!" I'm like, I wasn't thinking that way yet. Like I was thinking like he just did something really dumb. And then I was like, look, I don't like getting in the middle of police situations anywhere, but I'll loop back around and check out what's going on. And
Yeah.
I did, I went right up to one of the police officers. I was talking to one of the guys in the ambulance, and I'm like, hey, I'm just, my friend lives here. I'm just wondering if everything's okay. And he's like, well, what's your relation to Aaron? I'm like, he's a friend of mine. He's a coworker. I've lived with him. He's like, all right, well, do you know Liz? I'm like, oh yeah, Liz is a friend of mine. And I introduced Aaron to Liz. And he's like, why don't you go talk to Liz? It's not good. And they pointed, and I saw that Liz was on the lawn, bawling her eyes out. I went over there. I just, hugged her. She couldn't even talk for like several minutes. She finally got out that like he was gone. He was gone. And I was like, oh my God, like what happened? What she's like, I don't know. I came out in the morning. I didn't She said, he had been on Mastermind with you guys. recently, but he also hadn't been getting good sleep, so she thought maybe he just slept through it today. And she's just crying. She's like, I don't know. I tried to give him CPR. He was cold. He was blue. He
Wow.
was laid out on his back on the floor. And she's like, I tried to give him CPR. He made noises, and but he was gone. He's gone. And so we didn't really know what happened. It was just real bad. And
For sure.
and I guess Crystal his sister had just called her, and she had just told her, so I didn't have to call her to tell her. Tried to call her later. Everyone was just freaking out and in shock, and yeah, it was just such a no one knows what happened. I don't know whether they did the autopsy or toxicology or anything yet.
Yeah.
It's just he definitely, it was definitely sudden. It seems like the EMT guy seemed to think like it might have been his heart gave out, possibly because of drug use. They didn't really know, but it was very sudden, and it just boom like that, and yeah,
Yeah.
shock to us all. I wrote an obituary that the family asked me to write before they were all mad at me. I don't know if they're going to use it or not, but I'll.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just wondering,
Yeah.
and yeah, I was just checking with you, man. I didn't even, I know you're on your own healing path and everything, so I didn't want to,
Yeah, no,
I didn't
it's
want to
fine.
rush you or, everything organic, right? So,
Yeah, no, it's all been very weird and still surreal, but
yeah,
yeah.
right. It is very right. It's like you could just, like I told the guys yesterday, it's like you could just reach your phone, give him a call, he'll pick up and shit, and chop it up with you. But
I mean, my daughter, like I said, I've lived with him for a year and a half, known him for like probably almost 15 years. And I had to break it to my daughter. I called his daughter's mother, and she immediately was like, she wants to like go back to Little Red. She hadn't been to the house that he lived in for quite a while, which was part of Aaron's big suffering. Which, like I said, it was a conflict for me to like even reach out to the mother of his child, because I was just like, she caused him a lot of suffering. But
right,
her
Probably
daughter
why
immediately.
I mean, honestly, the
Yeah.
level, people just don't understand the level of like anxiety and
Yeah.
it's your kid being tortured, basically. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right.
It was just such a bad scene with that, and him and his kid, and the arguments over that. But like, and I felt so bad, like,
yeah, me too.
she hasn't seen her dad in like a year and a half, and whatever the reasons, like she'll never get the chance to like see him again, or just it can never be fixed at that point.
Yeah,
But, and
Yeah.
so
that's gonna ride hardest on her.
oh yeah. So she immediately wanted to go to the place where he lived, see his things. His family had already, the body hadn't even left the building yet. His family came in and accused his girlfriend of being a drug addict and
Oh
possibly
man,
yeah,
that's
grabbed all his a bunch of his shit and left. And that was already just like, wow, this is fresh and this is what's going on. And then I got the daughter over there as soon as I could. After I found out all that happened, and the daughter was all upset. She's like, why did they go? Like, I should be here. Why did they even touch his stuff? Why did they disturb his things?
Yeah.
And but she got there. I brought my daughter. I had to break it to my daughter. Like I said, she lived with him too, basically, because I've been living
yeah,
with him half. So I have my daughter half of every week, and yeah, it's just but they used to, my daughter and his daughter used to catch frogs down by the frog pond where he lived, and so Laurel, his daughter, definitely had that moment where she was like holding on to one of his shirts, and then she cried and she had to leave the house. And I think that was where it like really hit her. And my daughter went out and went on the swings with her, and then they went down to the frog pond and caught frogs, and the mood changed there. You know, the two of them playing, and they were able to get through it. You know, and
Yeah.
and she was able to grab whatever she wanted at that point, besides whatever the family took. So at least she got to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's rough. It is a rough one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. How old's your daughter?
She's 10, or about to be 10, and
Yeah.
yeah, and Laurel's 14. My daughter was originally homeschooled. She's not anymore, but Laurel is homeschooled, and a little bit on the immature side, possibly because of that. But
Right.
their mentals, like wherever they're at mentally, they just matched up so well.
That's cool.
It sucked when Laurel stopped coming over on every other weekend, because that was like they would play all last summer. They went to like local fair together and stuff like that.
Oh, well, they have to reunite now, right?
Yeah, no, they did for that day. But I think pretty much it's good that they did, because now, even though, like I said, it's complicated for me to even have relationship at all with the mother and talk to her.
Right.
But it's like I want my daughter to maintain that relationship with his daughter.
Yeah, because his daughter needs it so bad with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I know there's some people that are mad at me for doing it, but I'm just like, morally, I feel like I'm in the right here, and I'm just like, screw you guys. You would have waited, a month to even tell the mom, probably, and you would have like bashed her and reamed her out and told her it was her fault and caused all kinds of waves in that direction that his daughter's involved in, and it would have been bad.
Right.
And
There's no point really
anymore.
anymore. He's gone. Her life is gonna change too. The mom, right? Because she was like in protective custody or something, right? Or she was like, so that probably will go away, I would think, because he's gone.
Yeah, it's all strange, and like, yeah, she's like, I don't even know, know a lot of things, because
right.
Yeah, so like it's all, she's got to figure out, like, yeah, like part of her income was because child support from him, all this stuff. It's all up in the air, and so I'm just like, I told the mother, I'm like, because she worried about my opinion and all this. I'm like, look, right now, none of that matters. This is about like Laurel. I'm not judging right now. I don't need to judge. I don't judge in general. I try not to judge.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
we discern between right and wrong, but to fester on stuff and to kind of label shit, just don't help anybody.
Yeah.
Well, hey, listen, I think you guys are absolutely right. And in the context of this social interaction, definitely go with the non-judgmental mental position, especially right now. But Nathan, between me and you, that lady killed that man by child torture. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
It was definitely a big factor. I mean, I know it tortured him. I know it did. I know she was a source of his mental.
How long are you going to stay hooked up to the child torture machine? How long are you going to stay hooked up to that?
Well, I mean, let me ask you that, Brandon. How long are you going to stay hooked up to the child torture machine?
We're talking about Aaron right now. I've disconnected myself from the child torture machine, dude. I transmuted the child torture machine into some crazy fitness thing. So that comes back to our argument about fitness. Like, you might not need it, but I really do, because that's where I've been able to anyway.
So
Yeah.
so Nate, just to catch you up, so so now that this thing, this has happened with Aaron, my desire is for Brandon to truly heal, and because I do not want to see this torture
My
continue
man,
any
thank
longer with
you
him.
so much, brother.
Uh,
My man, yeah, no doubt. I just, yeah, fuck, man, this is hitting me pretty hard about Aaron, right? About,
Oh, no.
not so much about me. I'm just,
It's hard.
dude,
It's
he
like,
was
I
a
was going up
beast a year ago, bro. He was a beast a year ago, you know?
He
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
He
and that's the thing. I totally saw him. Like he was definitely in bad mental shape recently, for whatever reason. And like I kind of he hadn't really, like I said, he hadn't really been working. He kind of was someone that definitely needed some structure.
Yes.
And you know, he needed at least some structure, not like all structure, but you know, like he just needs some structure. And he
Dude,
really
and you know what fucking kills me, man? I just want to say this to get it off my own chest. Is he was calling me, it looks like hours before this happened.
oh no shit.
And I looked at the call, dude, and I didn't take it. And I was just like, cause I'm working on this same paper I'm working on right now. And I'm
Yeah.
just trying to focus, and it's so hard for me to focus already. And fuck, dude. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes you can't take a call, sometimes you can't, you know, don't
Right,
be.
dude. You can't
Yeah.
beat yourself up over it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you were there for him plenty. I know he mentioned you all the time. I heard, you know, sometimes I heard
Likewise, brother. Likewise, man. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he definitely talked about you too.
Yeah.
it was about it was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. It was the last time I had spoken to him, and he was having some mid. You know, he was walking around in the park in the middle of the night and just screaming at nothing.
Yeah.
Screaming, it's just that rage that was built in his heart, like, and it was it almost seemed like he was just rage in general. Like he had just
Dude.
a, like, so there were
Yeah.
times where he was just mad at absolutely everything. Like,
No,
and
I'm telling you, if you were going through this, bro, you would be screaming in the park too, bro. At the least.
And he was, like I said, he was relapsing. And that doesn't help deal with the rage. You know, it takes the rage and it just pours gasoline on it.
Right.
yeah.
You know, and then like, you know,
Right.
So
anything
I
else.
mean, his main thing was meth, right? He was tweaking when he would when he
I
would relapse. That was his favorite thing to relapse on.
I don't think he was
I know
doing
that
that though.
he was doing. It sounds like now that I've heard from other people that know him and know what he was doing in the recent weeks, like it sounds like he was doing both uppers and downers.
Uh,
So I
He
mean, which
told
is
me, he
obviously,
confessed to
He was
to
saying
me.
his nephew was getting him Adderall, which
Yeah.
he kind of like had both. He was like didn't care for that, but also like cared for that. So it was like you could
yeah,
tell he was kind of
yeah, he's all
fighting
over the place.
himself on. All we could do is support him, right? You can't shame
No,
anybody in
I told
here
him,
or
yeah,
anything like
like, dude,
that. So it's just
yeah.
like,
I know what you're doing, man. Like, you know, like he'd ask me and like I what I'm like, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. You know, like the answer's inside you. You already know what you need to do. So just like just do it, man. Like you don't put it off. Just do it. Sober up and get a rein on this. You know.
yeah, yeah. That was kind of the end of the conversation last time when I talked to him too. I was trying to, I'm like, eat some food, go to freaking sleep, and then wake up and then do the things that he needs to do. I mean, he's he had an abundance of great stuff that he studied all the time. Like he knew the personal development books back and forth, and so
We used to call him the personal development encyclopedia.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. He always had quotes. He always had.
quotes in his vision boards. his many vision boards,
Yeah,
man, and
years
his
ago.
cards. He loved his
Right.
cards and his juggling.
Yeah,
Everything. He that's the thing. It's like I said, he needs some form of structure. Like a year ago, you know, we were just moving into the place we moved in for the winter, which I got us, you know, a beautiful place, and he had 10 grand in the bank, and he was like all set. We'd get home from landscaping, and I was exhausted, and he'd be like, "All right, I'm going to hit the gym." You know, I was like, "You're crazy," you know, but that's what he did, and it was good for him. But then some people are like, "Oh, he'd go too hard." I'm like, "Yeah, but at least he's doing the, yeah, at least he's going too hard than doing something else too hard." So yeah,
It was one of the. It was about the toughest, dude. I can't think of anyone tougher than Aaron ever, dude, in the burpee lineup ever. Like he
his
was about.
yeah, every morning I'd get up, be
Hardcore.
Yeah, I remember a couple times he'd be in the kitchen. I remember a
Yeah.
couple times he'd be in the kitchen. You'd be
Yeah.
like, he'd be like, "Oh, do you need the kitchen?" And he'd be all sweaty and shit, and you'd be like, "Yeah, I gotta need the kitchen, bro."
I was stepping over him, trying to make some.
Nope.
Yeah, I get used to it though, with him. It's funny. Other people would come over like and sleep over or something. I'd be like, "All right, just to warn you." Like if you hear a maniac in the kitchen in the morning, that's because there's a maniac in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was his own man, and he wouldn't relinquish that for anything, man.
Yeah.
Our morning
Which was
meeting is
cool
a
about him.
terrorizer.
Hey, did anybody tell Eddie? Because Eddie had a lot
Yeah,
of
Eddie did find out. I saw him, and he saw in the
Yeah.
comments of his mom when she
Oh, yeah.
posted that.
Yeah. Well, me and Eric T here recorded a podcast with him. I just watched it yesterday, a week before this happened. He's pretty manic and he's pretty hard on his family in it. So I didn't know what kind of sharing capacity, but
Right.
Nate, we got to get you in our WhatsApp group, man. Like I know you were his brother. He loved you, man, and so you're our brother now. And I'll
Absolutely.
at least drop that in there, and then you guys can tell me what you think about it, man. I made a couple
Yeah,
comments.
that's awesome, man. If he wants to join, that's awesome. We're nothing but dudes supporting each other, right? At the end of the day, it's just
No, oh no, I
Absolutely.
meant yeah. I'll drop this video podcast we did from a week ago
Mm-hmm.
into the because so just a little history. I had talked about this angelic edge, and he talked about his fire within fitness, right, all the time, and these little burpee sessions we would have. Because I told him, call me anytime, and I'll drop and do burpees with me. And dude, did he take advantage of that, right? And he named me the Demon Slayer, so I have this Demon Slayer channel, right? I'm just doing the reps, right? This video work has been rough, so but I'm gonna get it done because anyway. I told him, he's like, all right, I have to be the first episode. So it took us, so we finally did that. And me and Eric and him, and yeah, it's pretty good, man. Actually, he was really like even hardcore pushback on some of the, but I think it would probably hurt his family. And in addition to that, we have a whole bunch of recorded meetings. Some of them are a little X-rated. I think I'm afraid. I can't remember because we should probably go over them.
Yeah.
Hey, we're all
not
good.
yeah, not X-rated
Hey,
in a
so,
bad way.
mean-
It's just very raw and unfiltered.
Yeah.
We'll say.
People are talking about their shit. You could very well have Aaron on there, but like, I want to fucking, just some nothing. Maybe not the
Yeah,
most
you
responsible.
definitely you'll have to put him. Yeah, obviously, if I can filter that shit. Right.
But there is a whole bunch of recordings of Laurel's
Mhm.
death. you know, and that's gonna be, I'm sure, something she's gonna want to see it, as long as the adults go over it first and not
Right.
share the ones that have the right, and just somehow do something.
Yeah.
We should do that for him because this man was reframed to her, and you know,
Right. Right. And actually, if you think about it, you know,
So I mean, if
because the
we
daughter's
can go,
grieving so much that the mom has to tread lightly, you know, because the daughter's grieving. So now Aaron's gone. She doesn't have that. I guess
oh
we'll
well,
we'll say that focal point to, you know, harp on or anything. He's gone.
He's
So
going. Yeah.
yeah,
it's
well, listen,
her
I'm Nora's uncle at any point in time. Let her know that, please. And you could show her one of my Facebooks or something. And if she
Sure.
ever needs someone to talk to, you know, and I'm sure you vote yourself into that same
for
category.
sure, dude. I'm sure
And
you're
all of
right.
you guys
Exactly.
should. Yeah.
so
It's
I
great
think
that
a good thing to do would be to go through the videos and make a video that's the best of
Yeah. Yeah.
Aaron. So the best of Aaron Roberts and his on the days when he was nailing it, and he was definitely, because there's plenty of videos where he was sharing a lot of the deep wisdom and really like you know, when he wasn't on his rage and manic things, when he was focusing on developing those deeper parts of the spirit. So if we can make a compilation for those
That's a
and
good
say
idea.
this was your dad.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and we have hours upon hours of footage, so
Totally, dude.
we really do. So it's great. Thanks for hopping on, Nate.
Yeah,
no
man.
You know, I
problem.
know it's freaking hard and shit, and
I'm gonna have to hop off in a moment because I gotta get to landscaping
yeah,
today.
no, I appreciate your time, dude. Definitely coming in because
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
gonna hop
it's
in
not
one more
easy
time.
joining something in the morning like this.
Oh, no
So
worries. I wanted to do it like I said yesterday, but I like it really the depression. The family had just laid on me pretty hard the day before that, and I was just you know, I've been depressed anyways over this whole thing. Getting up is hard, but you know, then when the family is just like berating me and like
right, I can imagine, dude, that
like
all
wow,
you can do is be like, hey, you're kind of Aaron's front man, so to
yeah.
say, right now. So
And, I mean, he would have entire like he had like 5 years he didn't talk to his sister because they had a very, you know, I know he loved
Yeah,
her. I know he
yeah.
loved his sister,
He
but
talked about his relationship with her a few times.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's just yeah, I was like, guys, like I know how you're going to behave towards, you know, Laurel's family there, and I have to be a neutral party right now. This has to be
it
like
has to be diplomatic, dude. It
yeah,
has to be.
it has to be.
Yeah.
You know?
She's
And
not
so
an
you,
adult. Yeah, so yeah. It's really kind of everything's super fragile because of the daughter and
Married,
stuff, right? Yeah,
married.
so
No, it's fresh. It's a fresh wound here, and they say grief is not a straight line, and there is no true full healing from it because this person's always going to exist in our life. Aaron will always be there. We're always going to have the memories of him. He doesn't die until we die in our
you're
hearts.
right.
all right. Yep.
And,
So
yeah, they say die twice. You know, like when you actually die, and when the last person who knew you dies.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Crazy like that, you know, you just gotta frame it right and
Yeah.
go through that initial void feeling
Mm-hmm.
and just be grateful for knowing the guy, really.
Yeah. He was a force in life, that's for sure.
Well,
I'll eventually post that. You know, like I said, I don't even know if the family's going to use the obituary they asked me to write, but whether they do or not, I'll definitely shoot that your way.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I was just wondering if there was like something, you know, posted
give us
at a
your
newspaper site, but you know, sometimes things take time and everything. So
Right.
Well,
I'm
what-
sure that
forget
he's just
to
getting
send-
cremated.
Yeah, that's the plan. Last I knew, he was getting cremated. That's what he wanted.
Cool.
Yep.
what's your Facebook, Nate? Or can we send you?
So I'm Nathan Grigos, Grigos is the last name.
Yeah, send me or somebody your WhatsApp number, your phone number, man, and we'll put you in this WhatsApp thread. You know,
If
you
he's
can
on,
mute it or
are you on
whatever.
WhatsApp?
I don't really use that, but I mean, I think I have it. I just don't really, I haven't really used it.
Well, you know, at least you would be honored if you.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a mode for connection, really,
Yeah.
right? So
Cool. I sent you a friend request on the Facebook there.
All right, cool.
thanks, Nathan, man. I really
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
you coming on, dude. This really kind of, you know, we're
It's-
kind of secondary to Aaron, right? And we're not in
Yeah.
his first exact world, but still,
Oh,
though, we've got to know him very well. And Saturday was tough for me. Friday, when Brandon told me about it, I was out with people, so I was like, oh man, so I had to like entertain or I had to be present for these people, but I was like in the back of my mind, I was like, holy, you know, having something like that you just learn about, and then having to deal with people like in the present was like, holy shit, man. I was like, people are like, Aaron, what the heck? Because my face was all happy with people, and then I saw it, and then my face dropped, right, naturally. So yeah, so it was like, man, I couldn't exit my present situation to grieve him, but Saturday I was able to properly grieve him, you know, and so whatever.
and you
I
guys,
can only imagine what you went through.
you guys were like family to him. Believe me, he was when, and I knew he was doing good if he was making the Mastermind. It was like when he wasn't making the Mastermind for like a week or something like that. I was like, dude, what's going on? You know, like this is not you. Like you usually pretty loyal to that group, and you know, it's that was an indicator to me. You know, whenever he wasn't making out, it was dangerous. It was like a safe place for him to
Yep.
like therapy for him to be on every morning.
It was that exact feeling that I had about him several weeks ago that really had me putting bullet shots in the morning group every morning and trying to rekindle
Rah the group, yeah.
Yeah, you know, because and he was showing up. He was showing up pretty much most days.
Mm-hmm.
Just a few, fucking holy, yeah. Maybe he's with us right now, like you said, AK. You know,
I for sure, dude. He's here,
Oh,
right?
Yeah, man.
For sure.
All right, I gotta take off, guys. I'll be in
Yeah,
touch.
dude. We appreciate it. Like I said, man. Thanks
Yeah.
again, and yeah, we'll have to connect again, man. Touch base.
Yeah,
and,
man.
I'll hop on whenever I get a chance. And
Yeah, definitely. If you find more songs, post them, bro.
oh yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
We'll stay connected. All right, take it easy, guys.
Yep. Have a good one, buddy.
Great.
You know what? I messaged him a little bit earlier because I was just like, hey, you know, because yesterday, like,
Good job.
His feedback he gave me was like, okay, you know, he needs his time. I don't want to rush anybody in here. Organic.
Yep.
If you don't want to do it, that's fine. That's okay. He just popped out on his own. So,
Bro,
you know?
That's what's up, man. Look, all fucking 5 of us came in here. That's wild. You know what I mean? That's fucking special, bro. And I mean,
just knowing him, it was like, oh yeah, I can tell, right? He's kind of like he's a little bit of a yin to Aaron's yang.
yeah.
He seems a little more grounded, right? And not that Aaron wasn't grounded, but Aaron was a little more. He kind of like was a little more driven on his rebel spirit at Idol, right? So
I watched
Like he had a fire within.
Yeah.
exactly, right? And
Aaron-
I saw, you remember Denise, right? Because she was from the group, right?
Yeah.
You remember Denise, Brandon, and Eric.
Yep.
And she posted something of Aaron's, and because Aaron made it so we could all share his stuff, you know? So, goddamn. Yeah.
Aaron was definitely punk rock. Like,
Dude.
He was, right? He was.
Dude.
Like,
Wait till you see. I'm gonna post it in the chat today. It takes me forever to fucking find this shit. But
Yeah.
oh no, here it is. Maybe. Anyway, yeah, today I'll post this podcast. Man, he really lets it rip in this thing, man. Do you remember this, Eric? Do you even
I feel
remember
bad
that?
about. I feel bad that his family kind of.
Yeah, I remember. I remember when we recorded it.
Never mind.
He had his shades on. You had your shades on. I had to go get my shades.
Did you have? I mean, that one's pretty strong. Did you have that thought at the end? I didn't walk away
No,
with that
I
thought.
really did. I really didn't, man. But as
Okay.
time is going on and getting some of the other context, you know, I hate to play it point blame, but it sounds like, you know, he went a little manic, as Nate was saying. And in my humble opinion, the girlfriend or whatever really seemed to take him over the edge if he had been just hanging on. So, you know, I don't want to put a finger on anybody, but he definitely changed. And the fact that
He did,
he
dude.
was using more than he should have been, well, obviously that's a bad sign. But you guys are all right? Like, that guy, he was strong. He could have been really strong when he was plugged in,
He was
and
strong, dude.
yeah, he had a lot of good things to offer. And somehow the whole chassis loosened up, and you know, he blew a tire and went off the fucking road. It's unfortunate.
Well, you know, I did see that, but I felt like that was a 2-degree wobble. Where
Yeah, I don't think honestly you can, having never lived through something like that before. You know, man, I talked to him on Wednesday morning. I think he died on Thursday.
Yeah.
We got the news on Friday.
Are you
Right?
sure? No, because he sent a message Thursday morning being like, "Hey, if one of you," he was like, "If one of you guys can show me how to get you guys," I forget what he said. He was like, "If I can call you guys,
he said,
where it is, I'll do it."
Maybe my dates are a little off, but
yeah, I think it was Friday morning. But anyway,
my point is that you know, as people come into this group, and you know, we're here as a support function, I think you got to be really hypersensitive to the people that are in it, because if we're not, this may not be the last time you see something like this happen.
Well,
right?
I do feel also we could have saved him, and I'm so glad you guys all showed up, because now it's like, fuck, we have to do this. We have to market this to other people. Like we could do in the podcast, Eric. I didn't remember him saying this, but he's like, the fucking mastermind has saved my life a couple of times.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like, man, now we have a confirmation that what we do, this fucking mastermind has probably saved my life and the life of somebody next to me too. Shit, I got the same thing to say, you know.
Because you didn't pound the shit out of him because you're unkept anger.
Exactly, because when you do these things that you really should do, man, I heard you say it in one of your sermons, Kenny, that we're supposed to get together in the fucking mornings. I heard you reference it in one of your sermons. No, anyway, it's just like
that talks about it in the Bible, right? Because people forgot about God, so
the Incans rose at sunrise together and sung in harmony. Everyone's singing. You walk out of your little corncob hut, you fucking start singing with everybody.
I mean, religion actually means to habitually come together. Legion back up.
True. Yep.
That's your problem, boy. You don't got no religion.
Yeah. That would be
I mean,
most of the time.
We just have to use it as a driver, right? That
Yeah, like I said, the best thing we can do for the fallen is to live the life that they can't live because they're not with us. So we want to do all the things to honor them, um,
yeah.
to continue to that spirit that they brought, and the parts of the parts of them that inspired us. We continue to press in and press on to bring honor to their life. That's what I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, from the get-go, Aaron really didn't have much of a chance to succeed, dude, because of his parents, right? He was
Yeah, yeah,
born into freaking alcoholism and partying, he quote said, right? So
yeah, oh,
It's a
yeah.
true statement.
to,
No, he was.
to be where he was at the end of his life, I would say bravo, sir,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
He
he was
pushed through.
homeless, living on a cemetery park bench or whatever the hell
Yeah,
he said he was doing. I always
yeah,
told him, man, you have a great story, dude. You're from going living on the streets to like nothing to being back to this guy helping out others on Instagram and stuff. It's like, God dang, man. I always used to tell him that.
yeah.
And
Brandon?
I in we very, very, because we don't know it all, man, and we can't see all the sides, and we very well may have more potential to help people with Patrick and him on the other side. It may be that they got promoted to captain. I mean, honestly, when you hear like at the end of this conversation, totally could have been. You know what I'm saying? Like you may be able to earn a level, and those guys in the face of horrors that we don't want, none of us, you know what I mean, they became excellent individuals with excellent influences, and it can, dude, look at the effect they had on the people that actually know them. It's excellent, right?
Uh, I brought up parental alienation in the class yesterday, and like,
Did you?
yeah. So I
Did
have
everybody, did certain guys be like, all right, I'm listening?
well, yeah, no, there was like 12 guys. So I have 29 guys in my class, and like 12 of them, like
Have
I described what parental alienation was. I was like, does
Mhm.
anybody here understand what that struggle's like? And there were a bunch of hands, and so I was like,
No
ah,
way.
yeah,
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling
yeah,
you, man. They got this is worse than the Braveheart thing. We'll just breed them out. We'll fuck them over and
yeah,
interviewing them.
yeah,
What would you?
prima nocte, yeah.
Yeah, would you rather get your wife get it one time, and maybe even father a child that isn't genetically yours, or would you rather love the child up until 10 or 12 or whatever it is, and then have them fucking taken by a ridiculous person they should be able to trust not to do recognize child abuse like that? You know what I mean? And because dude, in my case, I sent the fucking bitch all the professionals explaining how damaging what she was doing to the thing in videos, and she kept doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like a child molester knows they're gonna ruin this kid's fucking life, and then
Well,
how
so again,
yeah, but
I'm not
that's way on the
surprised
back
so
burner.
they're in.
my prayer, brother, is that through these things, we can learn from Patrick, we can learn from Aaron, we can learn through your case, and we can identify. So that's actually in the course that I'm teaching, we're talking about mental understanding how we think, thinking about how we think. So thinking errors, highlighting thinking
Mhm.
errors, like what like so sometimes we can get have a certain mental thought process and we can get
Mhm.
locked into certain patterns. And
Yeah.
if you don't change your thought patterns, again, you're going to fall into the same ruts that you've fallen into before, the same emotional ruts that you've
Yes.
fallen into before. And so breaking those mental thought patterns is a very important thing. And so, I mean, I'm
The
going through
prerequisite to that
the,
is sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the
yeah,
prerequisite is to identifying and becoming aware of
yeah. So
your current
that's
thought
what we
patterns, right?
That's what we've been going through. It's called thought auditing. So you audit your mental is like just the so you there's this form that we have in the class. It talks about a thought audit where you talk about there's like 5 different categories,
Audit. Yeah, I
and
like
then
that.
and then you write down just your personal position on those 5 different categories, and then you will check in with yourself on a regular basis to see how your thought process is going. And so when you start, it's just an evaluation process, no judgment, just evaluation. How are you thinking about these things, and what type of thought processes does your mind go to on a regular basis? And so, and even today, today on the 6th session, we're going to talk about actual breaking or doing so there's certain things that you can do to kind of train your mind to break those old thought processes. But first, you have to evaluate and get an understanding of who you are and what and how you think. Once you understand those things, then you can make changes and kind of learn some techniques. Just I mean, and again, so spiritual, mental, and physical. In martial arts, there's techniques on learning how um, to be effective, right? And if you don't learn what like in boxing for one, if you're watching, if you're paying attention to the way that you fight, and you're shadow boxing or you're boxing in the mirror, right? You're looking at the things that you're not doing right. If you have a tell that you're always dropping your right or something, you're always leaving yourself open, and that's why you keep getting caught in the face. So again, so
So
uh,
true.
so this is what you do with your thinking is you look at yourself the way that you're fighting, and then seeing where why you keep getting hit in the face. Well, there's a reason why you keep getting hit in the face, and it has to do with your mental thought process. So that's what we're working through. I'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully, so this is like my first year going through this whole course, and it's good. It's got some really good stuff in it. And I mean, I've been really just working through these past couple months because I don't know. I'm a recovering slacker amongst other things. And so
But you
you
got
know
honesty. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. I live by the integrity that God has given me. I live by. I mean, I have. So for
Dude,
me,
it's
I
amazing.
have priorities that I do not compromise on. And yet there are a lot of other things that I do compromise on. And when I see myself compromising, and it's been even with this job, like I was just talking to one of the guys in the program yesterday, and the guys in the program noticed that I'm not as prepared as I should be. Or I'm not putting in as much work as I should be, even to be presenting the information in the program. And one of the guys is an actual former pastor, or well, he's still a pastor, but he fell from the point. He was leading a church. He had a good business, and then a few bad mistakes. He cheated on his wife, and then a whole bunch of other mistakes, and then he ended up hit this crazy story where he was like the cops were coming to get him, and he was on one, and they were and surprisingly they did not kill him. They had
Wow.
surrounded the house that he was in, and he was going off and just
What? A guy that was
yeah.
in a similar position as you?
Wow.
He was a pastor. He was leading a ministry. He was doing all these things, but he had a past, and he had
Oh,
he
Mhm.
took so he compromised. He compromised with this girl that he was talking to. So he has a wife and kids, and then there was this girl that was like hanging around the ministry, and he compromised with her, and that it was a tipping point when he compromised with her. Then he started compromising on other things. Then he started to do drugs again and doing
the
drugs again,
sliver.
and it was the slippery slope, is what they call it in
Law
the
of diminishing intent
yeah,
comes to mind.
right. And one thing led to another, and he had this standoff with the cops and beat up one of the cops, and then they did not. I mean, and he told me how the whole raid went. Like
The
most
whole
cases that happen
raid.
like that, they usually kill the person that resists to
Especially in
that
New
point.
Mexico.
Yeah, in New Mexico, they will freaking kill you. But
Yeah.
that wasn't
Fast.
God's plan for him. Like he got beat down, tased multiple times, spray. I mean. when the
They
cops,
let him have it.
yeah, when they dogpile you, it's a scary, like it's a crazy thing, like
Oh yeah, it's game on.
yeah, and they go for it. But they said that he said there's video of the whole thing that when he was like he had blacked out at some point and just gone full rage mode, and
Wow.
yeah, and so they ended up taking him down though, and now he's facing the penalty for what he did. But he's really plugging back into his spirit, who God's called him to be. But yeah, he actually called me to task on being more diligent to be prepared for the class, which I haven't been doing. So I was up till midnight last night getting stuff ready instead of just because I've just been winging it, kind of coming into class and working on the things as I go in, which is actually
Remember,
not.
Kenny, he wasn't calling you out. He was calling you up.
Yeah, indeed. No, I believe it. Like that's
Step
what he's
up.
been saying
Front of the
for
boat.
me.
The front of the boat.
Yeah.
Where it's
No, I
where
mean,
it's the heaviest. You're the leader.
indeed. There's a.
Oh, you're doing it. I mean, dude, as far as men go, bro, fuck, man. I'm proud of you, bro.
Absolutely.
Working on it, stepping into
Excellent,
it.
excellent shit.
And,
Soldiers
Yep.
of God.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Ooh.
like historically for me, I tend to like I'm responsibility resistant. Like I don't like I will tend to I tend
All I
to
say
kind of
is keep challenging that thought, man. Keep
yeah.
challenging that.
Yeah,
And,
no, absolutely. So, I mean, one of our motto in the program is better than yesterday and not done yet. And so
yes.
it's a continual process of transformation and improvement. And so we identify the things that we lack and we identify our strengths and we work on those things and we continue to press forward every day. It's a process. Trust the process is what they say, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
So
results. Don't worry about any of that shit.
just keep pressing, keep on trucking forward.
That's all we can do, man. Dial it up. But
Yeah.
also, we got to keep balance and sustainability as priorities, right? Because we want to be able to do it for a while.
So
That was the thing
Brandon,
with Aaron. He used to go hard and then he'd do like a 3-hour gym session, and then the next day he'd kind of be like in his head.
yeah,
That's how
if
it goes sometimes, man.
For sure, dude.
yeah, for
For
him,
sure.
if he could just stay doing burpees all day, every day, he'd be, that would be perfect for him. But
Yeah, it's
that's the reality. I mean, again, like I've said, one of the things that I hope that we can develop an understanding of is that yes, the physical is profitable, but it is not the essential. Like your physical fitness is absolutely a good thing, but there's a danger, and you open yourself up because if the only time where you can focus,
Bro,
huh?
you need to get with the fitness, bro.
Bro, like I mean, people are dying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like if the fitness was good enough to keep people from dying, I would definitely need to be
No, you gotta do it all.
keep people from
You gotta
dying.
do it all. You gotta do it all.
Yeah, Kenny, I
Guaranteed.
thought you were like on a program to lose like 20 pounds over the course of 6 months or something.
No, yeah, I'm not saying that fitness isn't an important thing. I'm saying it's not
No, well,
the most important thing. I'm saying there
no,
are
I
things that are
understand.
more important than fitness, by
No
all
doubt.
means.
Did
And
you
Mental
did you
fitness.
stop that
Mental
program,
fit.
or did you get off the horse on that? You stopped the
yeah,
program?
I mean, I'm still like
All right.
floundering, like back and forth. I work
Okay.
instead of I'm supposed to be on a 5-day workout split, and I've been working
Yeah, it
out
was like supposed to
like
be like
2
the
days a week.
Church of Fitness. The Church of
Yeah.
Fitness, if I remember right.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on a whole thing on that. So that again, in my Church of Fitness review, what most signs are pointing to me anyway, when I do finally present the Church of Fitness teaching, is going to be that people put a lot of faith in the Church of Fitness and I think their faith is misplaced. That's my initial that's my current assumption. But
That
again,
could be. But at the same time, what's shocking to me is that no faith ministry organization has incorporated fitness
no, they have. I've told you, like
horticulture.
Lose a
like
bunch of
if you
members.
follow Craig Rochelle, follow the Elevation Church guys, Stephen Furtick. They're huge. They are really so you guys know who Jelly Roll is, right?
Yeah.
You guys have heard of Jelly Roll? Okay, so Jelly Roll has been partnering up with Brandon Lake. Brandon Lake is one of the lead worshipers for Stephen Furtick's church. So Brandon Lake, Stephen Furtick, and everybody else on the Elevation Church, they are all about the fitness lifestyle, putting in the cold plunge and doing all the doggone.
Brandon, cowboy hat wearing dude.
Yeah, Brandon Lake. Look him up. Yeah, so and you know, if you've watched Jelly Roll, so Brandon Lake has been ministering to Jelly Roll, and so Jelly Roll has been pressing in to the spiritual things, and he's been losing weight and working out with Brandon Lake,
Yeah, I
again,
see him. He's a token. He's an example of what the church could do, huh?
Well, I mean, look at Stephen Furtick. I mean, he's jacked. He's.
Of course, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This guy, he found Jelly Roll, and now Jelly Roll's a beast.
Yeah, Jelly Roll's doing WWE little clips and stuff and slamming people on the ground. He's doing all kinds. Yeah. So, hey, Brandon, I wanted you to do something real quick on your Zoom.
Okay.
So go to that see where it says participants on that bottom row? Participants. Yes. So click up on participants, and then you'll see, say on the bottom, when you click on that, a sidebar pops up, right?
What?
Yeah, with the little video cameras.
Okay, so you see those little video cameras, and then on the bottom, it should say claim host. Click that claim host.
It doesn't say that.
It doesn't say that anywhere on the sidebar. Are you on your laptop? No, you should be pull it up on your laptop if you can. Yeah, I probably won't do it on a phone. You think you'll have to be on the actual Windows app on the Zoom. So, and then
here's the 2 miles.
You did 2 miles, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Gotta get
running? Were you running?
Nah, I'm walking, man.
Walking, yeah. So that's that low impact steady state is one of the highest recommended things these days, especially if you're in your 40s or higher. They say that the HIIT techniques and the high intensity interval training that is a young man's game. And if you want to maintain your joints and your stuff, the low impact steady state has a lot of benefits.
I'm
doing according to the research anyway.
And then, it's an interesting thing, guys. If you walk with your hips, it's different than walking with your legs. So you can consciously move your hips versus just letting your legs carry you. This is people get arthritis and stiff in the hips.
Hips, right? Hip flexors, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you pop your hip, you actually can get like 3 to 4 more inches on your walking gait.
That's true too. And your head doesn't typically bounce as much as well. But you can actually make walking a conscious practice, right?
Yeah. So they're saying that 12,000 steps a day is a good one if you want to maintain it. 10 to 12, depending on your.
I go for 6, man. 6 is.
6 is what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my goal every day. I'm either at like 5,500 or I'm at 7,500. It just depends upon.
Okay, so it says host. So you're now engaged as the host now. So if you push
logging in from here from now on.
Okay, so send request. I sent request to the host. Multiple presenters can share now. So let me see. Oh, there we go. Cool. Now I can
okay.
Now I can share sound and optimize for video sharing. Okay, let me show you this song real quick since I can share now.
Oh, you couldn't share before? That's what you're getting at?
Yeah. So that's what the problem is having. You guys see this screen right now?
Yeah.
So this guy's name is Dylan Loving. I met him at there was this Kingdom Music Men's Conference about 5 years ago. Anyway, so Dylan is another one who struggles. He's been in and out of the church. He's been in and out of prison. But you know, just recently, he's come back, and he's an entertainer. He's a musician, a rapper, and this is a song that he did while he was in prison.
I wrote this song in prison. It's called Cell 3. Life done got the best of me again. Fell down and let the demons win. Now I'm locked up in Cell 3. But I'll gladly do my time, 'cause in this fire I'm refined. I guess that's just God's lot in life for me. And every day's the same old thing, this old lock and these old chains. But right here in your presence I am free. And I can't escape these walls, but when I sing your praise they fall. Lord, right here in your presence I am free, 'cause you're holding me, and you're molding me. And every day's the same routine. The beanhole drops, the chow bell rings. It's been so long since I've seen the light of day. Hallelujah. And I know I could complain, but that ain't gonna change a thing. So I just lift my hands and give you praise. 'Cause when I sing your praise, these old prison walls gon' shake, and all these chains fall right off of me. And you say, I'm not here for crime, I'm just here to be refined. And I know that you've got a plan for me. But right now, every day's the same old thing, this old lock and these old chains. But right here in your presence I am free. And I can't escape these walls, but when I sing your praise they fall. Lord, right here in your presence I am free, 'cause you're holding me, and you're molding me. Hallelujah. Here I am locked up in this penitentiary. It's been a couple years, but I feel like it's been a century. I'm stressed out to the max. You ever seen a riot? I give all that I had for a little peace and quiet, which isn't much, just some stamps and a couple soups. When I see parole, I'm praying that they'll cut me loose. It's nothing new in doing crime since a juvenile, just to put some food in my mouth. So time I'm doing now, it's so foolish how I keep returning to my sin. I say I won't, but then I go and do it time and time again. I pray I change before I'm taking my last breath. When I get up out this place, I swear I'm changing my address. Lord, do you hear my prayer? I truly want to change. It's like a river of tears done flooded through my veins. So much pain, suicide, I was contemplating till I heard a voice in cell 3 from my life for singing. Every day's the same old thing, this old lock and these old chains. But right here in your presence I am free. Hallelujah. And I can't escape these walls, but when I sing your praise they fall. Lord, right here in your presence I am free, 'cause you're holding me, and you're molding me. Keep holding me. Hallelujah. I wrote this.
Amen, amen.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
Good
agree.
time.
That was crazy. Good though.
So I'm trying to get. I'm thinking about getting the guys in the program to learn that song, and then when we do the graduation ceremony, I'd like the whole class to be able to sing that. It'd be a pretty.
What a fucking killer idea, dude.
Yeah, I think, and I mean, if possible, I'd like to get Dylan to come out. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what God does.
Well, you could at least zoom them into the classroom, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't have internet when I'm in the facility, unfortunately. So. But yeah, or maybe he can at least send me a video that I could share with them. So just to that he's praying for them or something, if nothing else. So. But yeah, I've reached out to him. We'll see if he gets back to me or not. But God is good all the time, brothers. All the time, God is good. But yeah, I'm gonna jump off and.
God is good. God is right. God always wants a clean fight.
That's it.
Right.
Stay fit to fight. Stay doing the things. Stay pressing on, and we're gonna continue to develop the fire within fitness and develop the angelic edge and develop all these things to the glory of the Creator and to give honor.
Stick to our programs, to the ones that we know will build us, right?
Yep, yep. And always be in a state of, reflection on where you're at and how you can
I
improve,
agree.
and how, how you
And
can.
a state of openness too, right?
Yep,
Because you never know
yep.
what situation.
Maybe change the southpaw for a minute and try and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
and see how it goes. All right,
Okay.
brothers. Blessings. Let's pray. Father God, we just come before you right now in my name of Jesus. I lift up my brothers to you. I lift up this mastermind men's group in the morning. I pray, Lord, that your spirit would help us to navigate through these things, to be refined by the fire, to be developed, to come forth as gold, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you would send angels to do battle on behalf of my brothers, and that you would help us to have a clear vision of what you would have us do, and how you would have us serve others in this life, and be the salt and light that we're called to be the influencers, to be the ones who lead from the front. So we thank you, Lord, that you called us for such a time as this, and that you're doing good things in and through us. So we praise your name. We pray all this in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and all God's children said, Amen.
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 Thanks, Kenny. God bless. Guys, have a great day.
Have a great day,
All right.
guys.
Well,
Good, great meeting, man. Great
yeah.
meeting. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah. Glad we had his buddy on, so right?
Yeah,
That
dude.
was he popped on. I was like, I didn't, I just I didn't expect him to pop on. He did, man. So just in true AR fashion kind of way,
I
huh?
mean, man, I was feeling it pretty intense. I wonder if he was here this time, and his roommate jumped in and, you know.
Right? Maybe, yeah. Maybe he gave his roommate a little nudge. And it's like, hey, join the guys for me, okay?
Yeah, man,
You know?
maybe. Totally could have been. That's how I found the article with my biological pop. A little nudge. Look up, you
Mm.
know?
Yep. Fuck, man.
You know.
Crazy. Yeah, it's too bad, man, to hear that about his family, but I fucking guess whatever, right? And making him feel bad. Fuck.
Ah, fuck, man, I made the mistake. I even sent a message to Danny saying, "Hey, dude, I'm sorry I had an obtuse reaction to the whole thing. Like, I'm happy to support you and, much
Did he
love."
say
But
anything?
he'd already blocked me, it looks like.
Oh,
So,
whatever.
but that's okay. Actually, that was like in as far as my sphere goes, that was a correct weeding. I need to be even, the utmost. We should be, if you
Yeah,
want to.
something wasn't right there.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for saying.
Yeah, yeah. No, we kind of all just naturally supported you. Yeah, something's not right there, man. I mean, at the surface, he, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
want to judge anybody or whatever, right? But that one time when I looked up his Relentless Brigade website, and then it was just basically a front. If you go actually peel back into the sections and shit, it's like, wait a minute, because he had like some lady's spa menu up there, like the different spa treatments, her day spa treatments. I was like, what? What
Mm.
is this? And I didn't say anything to him, but I was like, so if somebody wanted to truly sign up for your Relentless Brigade program, they couldn't. There's no fucking thing to sign up for. So
Interesting.
I was like, well, weird. And again, whatever, right? But it's just like, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
something was. I think you put it well. Just something was. There was a
Yeah,
thing.
right. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just like, okay, yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
for
I
me,
don't
it
know.
was just like we invited him when he had his little selfish fit because that really didn't matter. It's just like you said. I saw that too, so I was like, all right, look, I'm just gonna build something that can actually describe what we're doing here, and
Right.
and that was it. I wasn't thinking any other way, and then so when he had his little selfish thing, and then we invited him over into the other WhatsApp. and then he didn't come, I was like, okay, that's frustrating, you know. You know what it is? It just, it's simple, dude. We're all fighting the selfish disease, bro. You know, some
For
of us
sure.
are losing more than others, and when it's to a certain degree, and all it is discernment, really, is deciding at which degree of the spectrum are you drawing your line of standards as far as how selfish a person can be and how selfless that they are, and then them being in your inner circle. You know what I mean?
Right.
For me, I just really want to be with people who care enough to see the world picture and not have that extreme degree of selfishness anymore. You know what I mean? I just don't want to hang out with those ungraduated people. I still like them. I still love them. And some of them will choose to go the other direction and become extremely selfish, right? So fucking
Double down, right?
what integral spear tip of strength is going to put up with that shit? None.
Only ones that align with it, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we really care about people, we can't afford to. You at some point, there's just certain people that you have to be able to discern the ones that are saboteurs and not help.
Right. You have to. And if you have to engage with them, then you make sure you set boundaries and they overcross those boundaries and you fucking execute action.
Yeah, and I pray for you, and I hope you win. I hope you get out of that funk at whatever
Hell
point.
yeah. No place to fucking live.
Yeah.
God damn. And it doesn't help the world to be like that.
No, exactly. So it's fine. If you want to be like that, just be it. But in our little thing,
Well, another thing is like him, like some of his just fundamentals are just like backwards to personal development. It's like with his chick, and we don't even need to talk about it anymore. But this is the last thing. He would be like, "Well, I don't know if I love her, but I know I have to marry her." It's like, what, dude? What?
yeah.
Holy fuck!
Some,
Have you learned anything here? Have you learned anything? Really? You're gonna sell yourself out for her to appease that person? Okay, buddy. See how that works out for you, right?
And unfortunate for her, yeah, you gotta
She
find. Yeah,
seemed
we
like a
gotta find.
succubus a little bit
Yeah, we
because
gotta
she
find.
was still married to this other guy while dude is basically a simp. You know, it's like she's still married to this other guy in Mexico, and you're like with her and shit. I know they have a baby. Fucking whatever. Not my life. Right. Yeah, because I could feel like a little bit of judgment coming in there, and I don't want to be like that, right? It's like,
That's what's up, bro.
but at the same time, man, I know you're fucking crying under a sheet in your closet when she's not home because you know you're fucking don't really want to be with her.
I just really want to. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. I'm gonna try to make a couple little videos more for the Epic Dawn, and then I'll run Facebook ad promotions for them and share them a little bit more and see if
Have you ever talked to John Chang? You know,
no,
he kind of seemed to fall
I
off the
I
fucking face of
even
the earth.
right.
I haven't even seen any of his shit he posts. Of course, I don't know.
I think he might have
Sometimes
just
if I get with some people, if I get like slammed by like 3 of their posts, I tend to like just mute them for like a month or some shit.
he's well, you
I was
know.
like, okay, my algorithm is getting a little heavy with your content.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen anything either. I think he might have just gotten so busy with his business.
He could have been.
He probably, because he told me at the very end there, he's starting to blow up. So if he's doing, you know, that, and he said he's the most kicking his dude in his little.
Yeah, right.
So if he's doing office building contracts or whatever, if he's landed some major contract and he's just like having to yeah, it's Man, that's why I really appreciate you and Eric and Kenny so much too, bro, because I actually know you guys so well. We never really didn't really get to know John Chang as deeply, right? And but
Right.
but
Yeah, I think he'll be back around. And I know the one thing that kind of really screwed him up too was the time change because Arizona never changes. So there was a gap that created there was an extra hour gap when daylight savings time fucking came about, right? So maybe he'll be back in after the daylight savings takes into effect again in November. So I don't know.
it would be cool if we could upgrade the chat or the room or whatever to like 300 people and then post the Zoom link in the Facebook or whatever, and then have like 10 guys, 20 guys actually show up a day. That's what I think. That's where I kind of see us maybe in a year if we do grow a market, and I wanted to come up with kind of like an Epic Dawn operational instructions too, right? Like we don't talk about celebrities, we don't talk about too much drama, you know what I mean? If you got really something you want to get off your chest, do it, but once a week you can unload,
Yeah.
I don't know. That way it's not just an unloading place and we're still, and by okay, so 10-minute check-in. At this time we start studying a grate, at this time, you know what I mean? If you want to show up extra early, burpees, you know what I mean? Boom. We can do the burpees right before the meeting. I'll do them by myself or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Or
Yeah,
at
I
least
like that.
do a 50 count before, and then people can stay for another 100 count at the end. That would be sweet. And then the people who stay for both are doing 150 counts. We got Mike's meeting beat. What's up?
Yeah, or they don't even have to do burpees, right? We could create something else where it's like, okay, you can do this, you can do this. If you're not very, if you have physical problems,
Oh
if you're
yeah.
handicapped somewhat, you can do this.
So we'll do an exercise count of 50 in the beginning just to get the blood pumping, and that's so fast and easy to knock out.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to say this in front of Ken, but I was like, in a way, Aaron is kind of like a poor man's Jesus for us. Because he died, he passed away, right? Because he kind of fell off his program a little bit, right? So he kind of
Yeah.
like he's showing us. I feel like he's a little bit of a symbol, like, hey guys, fucking stay on the path, man.
Man,
Otherwise, you
yeah.
know, I kind of he's like a little bit of an example, right? Or something like that, right? He's like, yeah, because you're right, man. We couldn't have saved him, but maybe we could have like at least shook him maybe or something. I don't know. Let's not beat ourselves up about it though.
Yeah, I mean, I think the truth is we could have. I think the truth is there's a lot of people out there worth
It's
saving too.
hard to say it's a heart attack though, right? Because like, dude, when we went so hard at the burpees, like doing, you can't be dying off, you can't die off a heart attack, but like within that year, you did 1,250 burpees. That
I think
fucking right? How does those two go together? They don't fit.
I think he called us, we didn't answer, and he scored something, and that was the final fucking draw.
I kind of think so too, dude. I hate to put that narrative in my mind, but that one kind of it's a little bit easier to swallow than a heart attack, I guess, right?
Well, I mean, it's harder.
Neither of them's easy to swallow at all.
It's harder to swallow because we should answer the fucking call, but I mean,
You, yeah.
because that could have actually saved your life, his life. It really could have, dude. And I mean,
Yeah, right.
I'm not blaming us because
But I was calling him and I was asking him. I was like, man, is this, are you really, this girl, is she right for you and stuff? And he's like, yeah,
Yeah.
man. I mean, I want to save her, so you can't not support that, right?
honestly, she might have kept him alive, dude. she might have actually put, at least he was loved there for a minute by somebody. I'm glad he was loved by
I
somebody
kind
so
of,
much.
yeah, I don't know. I kind of think she was using him a little bit
We all use
because
each other.
he was like, he was like, the last time we had a phone conversation was like 3 Fridays ago or so, and he was like, oh yeah, she's got this medication. It costs like $400 a month, and for the last 3 months I've been buying it. And he's like, man, I'm almost tapped out of money. I'm like, dude, you- I was like, in a kind way, I'm like, man, you can't spread yourself thin for somebody else, dude, because
Yeah.
yeah, you end up selling yourself short, and you can't fucking help others if you just done sold yourself short. But you can only say that so much, right? And I don't want to come down on him. So it's just like, hey, you know what? I said my piece, and he knows kind of where I'm coming from.
Right.
I mean, yeah. I was like, shit, dude. You don't have much money to begin with. You
Yeah.
can't really be spending. But at the same time, I didn't say it like that, right? I was just like, man, fuck. I hope you're, I hope you're, yeah. I just was like, yeah, man, I support you, man. I mean, but just keep in mind, keep assessing if this person's really, putting in what you're putting in. Because if they're not meeting you halfway and they're not doing anything to like help themselves out, then you've got to see that. And yeah,
Yeah, dude, that's
it's
why.
yeah, we kind of even pointless to talk about. But yeah, I feel bad for Nathan, man. Fucking, he doesn't need to be getting flack.
Wow, fucking kiddo, the poor kiddo, dude.
Right? Well, I mean, by his family, they can't be beating him up, man. But it makes sense because of the way Aaron kind of described his family, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was funny. Nathan was saying Aaron driving around his neighborhood with his window rolled down, yelling out the fucking window.
That's why I was like, good job, dude. Like, just letting them know you did the right thing, no doubt about it.
Right. Yes, dude, we needed to validate him on that shit. Fucking A.
Yeah.
Fucking A, man. Because that was the right move.
Yeah.
It had to be.
Yeah.
It had to be. Because at the end of the day, 20, 30 years from now, who's going to be around? His daughter. Everybody else will be long fucking gone.
And and Aaron knew that family would squabble up some of his nice shit or whatever.
Right.
And,
I'm actually going to go back. I know I have plenty of pictures. I'm going to go back and try to take a screenshot of one of his vision boards and print it out.
yeah, dude, we should, if you know what, we could do this together. I was gonna go through some of those videos and make a
Thank
little
God, dude, we got
list.
that, huh? We got all
Yeah,
that
dude.
content, dude. Thank God.
And we'll do what Kenny said, Kenny's idea. Like, we'll make the best of Aaron Roberts and
Oh yeah, and just keep celebrating him, dude. And
yeah.
he can still help. He can definitely still help us, and he will. He will.
Dude, we don't know how this shit works. Patrick and fucking, we could be actually providing them an opportunity. We don't know. There could be faculties in heaven that are like, wow, you guys made an impression on these guys' lives and they're praying for you. And they think that you might actually be able to help them from the other side. So, because of their belief in the spiritual realm, we are going to make it possible to where you could. We don't know how it works.
No, we don't, dude.
Yeah, and it could work like that. And it does we've been told that it could work like that. So I'm going to choose to believe that it works like that. And I'm going to go ahead and make the best of Aaron Roberts for his daughter and be a real fucking family member. You know what I mean? Because that's what we were. That's what we all are. And I'm going to choose to believe that he's still operating on the other side in our interest, him and Patrick. And if that creates them an opportunity to actually do that through our belief, holy shit, dude, abracadabra, motherfuckers. You know?
For sure.
That could seriously be one of the principles that the devil's trying to separate us from figuring out.
I believe two of the dudes died. I
Fucking
can't fucking right, Brandon. God, I'm like, dude, that percentage, that's not good. I'm like kind of like concerned for us.
I know. And here's the other things like so my friend Alan is like the super conspiracy theorist dude, but he's traveled the whole world and he's like 68 and he's obsessed with the shit and he finds these gems and one of them is that this vaccine shit has like a 2029 activation or something like that. Between 27 and 29, a whole bunch of different bodies are going to drop in like the Russian roulette dispensation of that fucking thing. There's like reverse criteria. You got to look up if you took it. I'm remembering now. I think you took it. You got to look up this reverse fucking because there's like nattokinase or some shit that like reverse the effects of this process or whatever.
Huh.
Nattokinase. But anyway, yeah, he was showing me that like a few months ago. I was like, oh fuck, I don't even know if I want to mention this to people. Like, but you should be mentioning this, you know, no matter how crazy it makes you look or how hard it is to fucking deal with. Especially being that there's a remedy. There's like 4 elements that you can take on a regular basis to counteract whatever they say. You know, again, I don't know. This could just be fear-mongering shit, but.
Yeah.
Everybody gets attention that way now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, all doomsday. This is just
Yeah, right.
clickbait.
Buy this when fucking otherwise you'll be fucked.
Yeah. But the thing about this doctor is he seems pretty straight. I guess his name is Dr. Malone, and he came out with the RNA technology. He's the one who developed it. And so he has like a social responsibility to come out and find a way to reverse it. And then when he names the 3 products, he says, look, these are produced by many suppliers. Get them from wherever. I don't make the shit. So,
I was talking to Aaron was like, not to change the subject, but I
yeah.
know when somebody brought Eddie up, and he was signed up for another course with Eddie, but Eddie wasn't
Yeah.
getting back to him.
But Eddie wasn't getting back to him?
Yeah, so he was kind of like, what the fuck? That's what last time I like talked to Aaron, he was like, yeah, Eddie. Actually, no, that Friday I talked to him. He's like, Monday I'm starting a new program with Eddie. And then on Tuesday I was like, how's program with Eddie? He's like, dude, I tried to reach out to him. He's not getting back to me. And I was like, well, was it a paid program? He's like, I don't know. I can't remember what he said. But hopefully Eddie doesn't feel bad.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Eddie, yeah.
Too bad.
Well, fuck, I guess we better get back to the day, right?
Yeah.
Love
Good
you,
talk,
bro.
man. Yeah, I love you too, dude. Keep praying for us and shit.
Yeah. We keep going, dude. We keep going, you know?
We have to, dude. There's no other.
Yeah.
That's only. We're at the point of no return, dude. We got to keep going.
Right. True, dude.
Even this very spot, right? We got to move from this shit and keep moving on.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. You going to the gym right now?
I'm gonna check out of this place and move to another place, and in the middle zone, I'm gonna hit the gym for like a good 3 hours, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just throw my bags on top of the lockers.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Because I got my full kit.
Your
with me.
traveling shit, right?
Yeah. I'm just gonna jump into a new. Yeah, I got another. Dude, I'm just Airbnb in a different. To be honest, man, I'm not. I might as well brush up my James Bond ability. I mean, the shit that I'm talking in alternative agriculture and trying to do or whatever could really. And being that I don't have a fucking popularity, like nobody really knows who I am, that's a that's a little unnerving, actually. You know, I've had fucking several people in the last 7 or 8 months be like, dude, you better watch your ass. You know what I mean? And
What
I'm
do you
just like,
mean?
fuck, I've thought about that before, but
Watch
now
your ass about what? What do they
just
mean?
going against the grain like the major agriculture.
Oh fuck. Whatever.
Yeah, but
You gonna have the agricultural mafia fucking come and kick you out?
but I don't know. You know, I bet here's another not that okay, that could be kind of crazy talk. But then um yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Also, I talked a lot of shit on the Secret Ninja channel about the fucking Jerry Springer people who kidnapped my kid, right? And so I've definitely heated them up. And
Good.
anyway,
Fucking
I
ruffle
don't,
their feathers.
they think they're little fucking gangsters or some shit. That's the way they talk to me. So
Yeah.
yeah, the fucking new boyfriend, dude. He was like, I'm ex-military too. I'll kick your ass. I was like, do you even know anything about me, bro?
The new
Like,
boyfriend of what? Your baby mama?
yeah, the stepdad. Like,
Wow.
yeah, at least like 12 years ago, he was like, oh, I can't wait for you to fucking try to come see your daughter. He's like, I can't wait to get my hands on you. I was like, yeah, do you even know anything about me, dude? I'll break you over my middle finger like as if you were a fucking pencil. You don't know shit about like who the fuck does that? Who puts their neck on the chopping block? They don't even fucking know. Like,
Right.
do some research, you fucking dildo. You know what I mean? And then he did. And then he deleted his social media account a week later after his
Ah,
yeah, because he figured out he was like, oh shit, that guy's every fucking bit of the gangster I wish I was. You know what I mean? And he maybe comes and fucks me up. So I better not leave any breadcrumbs for him to be able to find me, even though fucking dude, you can find anybody. You know. So I was like, I got that. Um, Yeah, but and then I befriended the fucking dumbass kidnapping piece of shit mom my kid has with a fake Sentinel Facebook of another chick or whatever, right? And I was monitoring their comments, and they were openly talking with some Marine sniper and the little flying monkey group of Jerry Springer people saying, "Well, I could take care of that guy, no problem." So openly talking about sniping me. Yeah, again,
wow.
just yeah,
Simpy
but this is the
fuckers.
fucking huh?
Simp motherfuckers.
Well, dude, this is the level of Jerry Springerness that is connected to the type of person that would engage in this type of child abuse in the first place of their own kid.
Very true. Yep.
So it's like, yeah, so it's like kind of comes with the territory of the kidnapping piece of shit people. That's what That's dude, Aaron, I will never forget. And I said this in another podcast. Aaron called me at 2 a.m. hyperventilating, saying, dude, I just got a call that my daughter was raped and thrown in a fucking alley. I was like, bro,
Fuck, yeah,
they
forgot
are
about that shit.
they are
That
provoking
fucking
me. Dude, that is the fucking okay, do you remember how he had to go to court a bunch of times for contempt of his order? That was it. That was it because he called before he called me, he called his mom, and his mom called the authorities, which is a violation of a protection order she fucking took against him. And calling the authorities for a child welfare check should never be a violation of any order. I don't get, see, but that's the corrupt fucking child abuse court that promotes this shit.
Yep.
So then, he said that's why he was in contempt of court for that right there. They baited him, and that's what I told him when he called me. But I guess he didn't know his mom was, as we were talking, calling the authorities. But I was just like, bro, I can see that shit from a mile away,
The
dog.
baby mama, right?
Yeah, I was like, that's
Yeah.
your kid's mom. You know what I mean?
Right.
Dude, my kidnapping stupid fucking bitch called my ex-girlfriend in Virginia and fucking they were prank calling her. And she heard her and she knew it was her. They were prank calling her. I hadn't we were just friends. We you know what I mean? But she used to be my kid's babysitter. And her cousin used to get sent with her until the mom made up a lie that dude, because I put the car seats in her car. There's no reason both the car seats were in her car. There's no way one of the kids would be sitting outside of their car seat. That makes sense. The only way they would sit outside of the car seat is if the car seat wasn't there.
It was taken out. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they weren't taken out. I put them in there myself.
Right.
There's no even room. But she calls and says that the cousin was not in the car seat. So the cousin's mom stopped. And it's just like, dude, so what? One kid was and the other kid was? Come on, please. Fucking what the fuck? You can send one kid with Holly again, but you can't send the cousin. You know, they just lie to shape things exactly what they want. So you're gonna cut the cousin of my daughter.
Yes, dude. The
from
story
going
has
all
to fit the
places.
narrative.
Huh?
The story has to fit the narrative.
Yeah. No, but she cut off this little kid from all the playlands and all the cool ass shit I would take him to do, just to because the fucking little kid was two kids can't say this is the coolest guy in the world. No, this is enough. This is enough of this shit. Because at some point I'm gonna kidnap this kid and he has to be a villain. So
Yep.
I'm gonna
It's a
kidnap
threat.
and brainwash this kid, and he has.
You're a threat.
There can't be other fucking testimonies that of how cool he actually is, of who he really is. You know, you can't have both the kids sitting there saying that's not true, that's not true, he's not like that or anything like that. You know.
Yep. You're a threat, man, to exposing the reality. You must be eliminated.
These kidnapping pieces of shit. She said good. As soon as that kid's Laurel's mom heard about this, she was like, good. I promise you.
Yeah, but only to herself and her flying monkey. If she cannot do that to her daughter, otherwise, fucking, she will create a fucked up rift. And if she knows how to play the game, she wouldn't say that because if she said that to her daughter, she could turn her daughter against her.
Well, guess what? Her daughter's gonna know anyway. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make a fucking video that explains the whole thing and tag it on his Facebook.
There you go. Yeah, you're right. You could tag to his shit. He fucking let it so you could always tag to his shit, dude. Fucking Aaron. That boy.
And that kid's gonna fucking know, dude.
Fucking A, better.
I already
Has to.
I'm gonna send you the thing. I sent it to Kenny because I was like, dude, give me some spiritual counsel on this right here. But I'm gonna make like 3 big fucking what I'm gonna do is make 3 different. I'm gonna make a commentary on every one of my fucking channels, dude. But Aaron was like one of my best friends, bro, and he fucking was I'm just so fucking pissed at this fucking this child torture fucking murder bullshit is what it is, bro. That's what I'm pissed about.
Yeah. Let it not infiltrate our fucking spirit though, bro, right? Yeah, it's fucking yeah, dude, fuck. You'll always be here with us, man. Wasn't a long time, a little under 3 years that we knew him. But you know what? Grateful for that time. Didn't think it was gonna be that short. Saw us being friends for a long ass time. But we will be, just
Yeah, no,
at a
he's
different
still here.
capacity, right?
Yeah. No, he's still here. Let's see here's one of the commentary videos I made.
You know, it's really proper for a family to immediately write up an obituary and get it into a newspaper. And his family hasn't done that. That's kind of fucked up. Again,
Well,
I'm judging.
also
I'm
haven't
judging
had-
again. I shouldn't judge, but man,
Yeah.
that's like the first thing you do if in the American culture, at least. As soon as that person dies, like you get to writing the obituary, get it out, let people know. For respect out of that person.
Interesting. I did not know that.
But you know, at the same time, right? I mean,
Well, they asked him for some contributions, so hopefully.
yeah, he sent it over, and I'll send it to the group.
Okay. Okay.
All right, buddy. We better
All
get.
right, brother.
We could just keep talking, right?
Yeah, man. Much love, bro.
Much love, man. Keep fighting a good fight, right, buddy?
Hua.
Love you, bro.
Love you too, man. Take care. See you
You
tomorrow.
too. Yep, definitely.
All right.